Hi friends, it's Dana here. It is full on summertime here in Knoxville, and I know my kids have been spending as much time at the local pool as possible. They love to splash around, and there's nothing like water to beat the heat. So I thought I would read you a book about this little boy who goes to his local pool and tries out the diving board for the first time. Now, I remember the first time I went to the pool and tried the diving board. I was like, I want to do that. And I thought it was no big deal. I saw all the kids just flying off the diving board and splashing down below, and it looked like so much fun. And I was so convinced, I didn't even think that it would be scary. I was so convinced that it would be easy that I'm like, I'm doing the high dive first, because there was a high dive and a low dive. And I went straight up to that high dive. I climbed right up there and walked right out to the end, and I paused. And I looked down and I realized how far it was. And it was actually just a little bit scary. But I took a deep breath, closed my eyes, and launched myself. And it was so much fun flying through the air. And it was a long drop, but it was just so freeing to jump off that high dive that I went over and over and over again. So I hope you get a chance to go out there and try the high dive yourself and experience the little bit of fear, but the pleasure that comes right after that. So here we go. Let's read Jabari Jumps. It's by Gaia Cornwall. I'm jumping off the diving board today, Jabari told his dad. Really? Said his dad. The diving board was high and maybe a little scary, but Jabari had finished his swimming lessons and passed his swim test, and now he was ready to jump. I'm a great jumper, said Jabari, so I'm not scared at all. Jabari watched the other kids climb the long ladder. They walked all the way out to the end of the board, as big as tiny bugs. Then they stood on the edge. They spread out their arms and bent their knees and sprang up, up, up. And then they dove down, down, down. Splash! Looks easy, said Jabari. But when his dad squeezed his hand, Jabari squeezed back. Jabari stood at the bottom of the ladder. He looked up. You can go before me if you want, he told the kid behind him. I need to think about what kind of special jump I'm going to do. Jabari thought and thought. Jabari started up the climb, up and up. This ladder is very tall, he thought. Are you okay? Called his dad. I'm just a little tired, said Jabari. Maybe you should climb down and take a tiny rest, said his dad. A tiny rest sounded like a good idea. When he got to the bottom, Jabari remembered something. I forgot to do my stretches, he said to his dad. Stretching is very important. I think tomorrow might be a better day for jumping, Jabari said. They looked up at the diving board. It's okay to feel a little scared, said his dad. Sometimes if I feel a little scared, I take a deep breath and tell myself I am ready. And you know what? Sometimes it stops feeling scary and feels a little like a surprise. Jabari loved surprises. Jabari took a deep breath and felt it fill his body from the ends of his hair right down to the tips of his toes. Jabari looked up. He began to climb. Up and up and up and up until he got to the top. Jabari stood up straight. He walked all the way to the end of the board. His toes curled around the rough edge. Jabari looked out as far as he could see. He felt like he was ready. I love surprises, he whispered. He took a deep breath and spread his arms and bent his knees. Then he sprang up off the board, flying. Jabari hit the water with a splash. Down, down, down he went, and then back up. Whoosh! said his dad. I did it, said Jabari. I'm a great jumper. And you know what? What, said his dad. Surprise double backflip is next. Well, friends, I think that's the end. Yeah, here we go. I'll tell you this much. I never did a surprise double backflip. I could not even walk off backwards. It was too scary for me. Well, I hope you find a diving board of your own soon. Have a great summer, guys. Bye.